Yeah, sure. Let's start with the Confusion Bowl. I'm very confused.
That's right. Penn State at Ohio State. We are going there. We're going to be there with Modelo. You can find us. They call it the Panera Lot. And that is where the Modelo activation will be. We're going to be doing a show on Saturday morning. We're going to be yucking it up with the folks. So come on by and say hello. We will be there in the morning before the game. Obviously, everybody's going to be there bright and early because it's a noon kickoff. Big noon, baby. Woo!
How early do you think Panera serves broccoli and cheese soup?
The soups, I believe, go on sale at about 10:30 in the morning. So you could grab a soup, I think, and then get into the stadium.
It's a great location, right on the other side of Lane Avenue.
I've done a lot of work at that Panera in my lifetime.
Because back in the day, before McDonald's had reliable Wi-Fi, that was the closest place to go to write from the Woody Hayes Center.
And that
go over there.
That Panera and that size State University, like that is the largest Panera Bread in the world. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I used to write there even on days that I didn't have news conferences. It's like a relaxing place. And then, like, as I kept going, I felt like it became more and more expensive hospital food, and then I stopped going. Do you know how many bangers I wrote, like big-time stories, columns, even breaking news from that McDonald's on Olentangy River Road, like right around the corner?
Oh, I'm sure.
That McDonald's is probably responsible for at least 20 pounds of my weight to this day. But yes, all right, let's get into this game, Andy. So let me tell you why I'm confused. Okay. And like what I don't know.
Let's tell the folks in the podcast forum what the spread is. Ohio State is favored by 20.5 against Penn State.
And I actually think that if Penn State were good, or like the Penn State that we thought they were going to be, the spread would probably still be somewhere in the 7 range. But yeah, did not see this coming before the season started. Now, one thing that you can't take away from James Franklin, you can make fun of his big game record. You can revel in the fact that he's no longer the coach if you don't like Penn State. But James Franklin always did an incredible job of mucking this game up. Penn State kept games close, and they had an uncanny ability to cover the spread even in the years that they lost. That said, James Franklin is no longer there. Drew Aller is no longer playing because he is injured. This is a massive spread against a team that, even without its quarterback, should still be the most talented team left on Ohio State's schedule. Ohio State is, in my opinion, the best team in college football, and this kind of resembles their final test of the year, if you even want to call it that. So, like, do we think that there is a universe out there? And by the way, Iowa is just dropping dimes on people right now. They played Iowa very closely. I don't know which way to go on this, Andy. Like, is this going to be a close, like Penn State's Athletic does something to muck this up and makes it close, or is Ohio State just going to win 47-0? Like, I have no idea.
Here's my question with this game, and this is I'm in the same boat as you, because I don't think Penn State has quit. I don't think that they're going to lay down in this game. I think Penn State's going to come out, play as hard as possible, and they have lots of guys who are going to play in the NFL, just like Ohio State does. That said, even if they don't quit, even if they play hard, it is possible Ohio State wins this game by 3 touchdowns.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just like trying to figure out. Because
normally I'd say a team with this level of talent can't lose by more than 3 touchdowns. It just won't happen. But in this case, Ohio State's maybe that good.
Yeah. I'm going to take the points. And it's not because I don't think that Ohio State is clear and above better. I think coming off of an open week, being able to regroup, having good players, like Penn State is going to do something to at least keep this game marginally close. Now, marginally close, Ohio State could win 31 to 13, and that be a blowout and still
it's a cover.
Right. So, like, I don't know that I believe that Ohio State will ever feel like it's going to lose. Hell, Ohio State never felt like it was going to lose last year, and I think it was a 1-possession game. I don't think they're going to be in like scared mode. But my hope is, at least, maybe it's just because we're going, but my hope is that it's not like laughably bad.
Yeah, I'd love to see a good game. I want to see Andy Kotelnicki get in his bag. Like, let's find everything crazy that you always wanted to run with Jason Bean back at Kansas. Like, hand those plays to Ethan Grunkmeyer and let's go. Like, The shackles are off.
Like, is there a world though where you really do open it up offensively, use the open week to scheme up Ohio State specifically? Grunkmeyer gets more reps with the ones than he's had all year probably, and like they come out and look semi-competent.
The problem there is not with Penn State. The problem there is Ohio State's defense is so freaking good. And Arvell Reese is, I think we don't talk enough about Arvell Reese, which is, it's understandable because obviously Jeremiah Smith's on that team. Carnell Tate looks awesome. Julian Sains is doing great at quarterback. Caleb Downs is the biggest known commodity on the defensive side of the ball in the whole country. But Arvell Reese is an absolute freak show. And the things they do with him, and to a lesser extent, the stuff they do with Sonny Styles, nobody else has those players. Nobody else has that. Matt Patricia has so many things he can do because Arvell Reese is a 6'4", 230-pound missile.
I'm going to ask this question humbly, and you can yell at me and you can call me stupid if you want, but I think that this is a question that I don't know. You do it sometimes without saying stupid. And it's okay. It's your lovable feature. I'm actually scared to ask, but I'm going to do it. Does Ohio State have an argument for having the 4 best players in the entire sport?
Oh, Ari, that's not a stupid question at all. It's not a stupid question. I don't think they do, but I think 4 of the top 10.
I'm just trying to think like if Arvell, like, and maybe Arvell Reese hasn't done it enough yet to earn that mantle, and like you look around the country, there are a lot of really good players.
I have him on my, like, the Heisman, top 10 that we send in every week. He's been on my Heisman top 10 for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay. Who are you taking over Caleb Downs on another team?
Not many people. Maybe Arvell Reese. Maybe it. Reuben Bain, I guess, is one that you might consider.
And I guess, like, if you're just doing it
different positions, obviously,
roster, you might actually like sacrifice Carnell Tate for a trade for Reuben Bain because you don't need Carnell. Yeah. Like, how many players are you taking over Carnell Tate? And like, honestly, Arvell Reese has been more productive than Reuben Bain this year. Like, if you go look at the stats,
right? And that's the scary part. I think you may be right. I think between Reese and Downs, Ohio State probably has the 2 best defensive players in the country this year.
I'm changing my pick, dude. I'm not doing this shit. Like, Ohio State
this is how I was talking myself into the Ohio State cover here.
Yeah.
So.
No. I just, like, the thing too is that, like, I think that the total was 43.5, and this game could very well be like 38-3.
Yeah. I think that's what Vegas is trying to tell us here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ohio State. Sorry. Named like how much? What is it? Is it like Penn State voodoo that makes these games close? Or is it?
No,
Franklin
it's Penn State's defense usually that makes these games close.
They've got a pretty good
pick 6 last year.
They've got a pretty good defense, don't they?
They do.
What happened?
They do, and that even if Penn State's offense can't do anything against Ohio State's defense, it will be instructive for us as we try to figure out how the rest of the season is going to play out. It will be instructive to see Ohio State's offense against a really talented defense.
It is so funny to me because even in the super era time, you wouldn't really have a lot of cases of you wouldn't even be able to ask that question. Do you have the 4 best players? Like, the fact that you could ask that question during a time in which there aren't other teams that are similarly built as them athletically, it's becoming more and more clear that Ohio State's up and above the best team. Now, I don't know if they're going to go win the national title. What I saw out of A&M on Saturday night, I thought, hey, this is a team that can do something. Indiana obviously can do something. I don't think we've seen the last of Oregon.
We've seen Alabama beat some really good teams. Like it's not a shoe-in that Ohio State wins the national title, but I don't think we're talking out of school if we say they are the most talented team in the country. They are.
Yeah, and BetMGM has them to win the national title at 2-1, which is insane for October 27th in a year where it seems pretty messy. So, this game is always typically close. I just don't know if Penn State has enough in the tank to pick itself off the mat. Now, from a psychological standpoint, do you think that Penn State could like get itself to a place of like, hey, if we win out, we still have a chance at the playoff? Can they at least lie to themselves about that?
No, I don't think they can do that. But I think this is more just personal pride. You're playing against the best in the country. You want to prove something. They're going like Penn State is going to give the best possible effort. I have no doubt about that. What I worry is they just aren't good enough on offense to do anything against this Ohio State defense. So unless they could, until they prove me wrong, I'm picking Ohio State's defense. This is purely a pick for Ohio State's defense right here. I will take Ohio State to cover, even though they got to win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. It's going to be good to be in Columbus again. Looking forward to it. Yeah. My hope for a good game probably ain't going to happen.
Do we need to... Do you remember the last time Ohio State was favored by 20.5 against somebody at home?
I do.
Should we bring that up?
Sure, if you want to. I don't think it applies, but yeah.
I mean, we're going to see it from the press box and not a Texas Roadhouse in College Station. So I don't know that it's the same situation, but
yeah. We could talk about that a lot the weekend of November or the week of November 29th if you want.
Yeah, this is a very different situation. But for those who don't remember, Ohio State was favored by 20.5 against Michigan last year. This is not that. Give me Ohio State to cover.
And you know what the best part about that, Andy, is that even if Ohio State lost to Penn State on Saturday, it wouldn't even feel 1/10 as bad as that did.
No.
Because it wouldn't matter, and it's not your rival.
Right. Because even like this year, it still wouldn't matter for Ohio State if they go into that game 11-0, but it'll matter if they lose it.
Yeah.
This one wouldn't. Yeah.
No, it'll matter. Yeah.